All right, so now we're going to take our final measurements for our cells that we've been put in these solutions in these cups. So we're going to take color observations and we're going to take final mass measurements. And then I'm going to kind of quickly run through again what you exactly need to be calculating, what you need to be writing about for your lab report that you're going to turn in. So let me screen share so you can actually see this stuff. Okay, so remember, we're on this table, right? And so you had your initial colors, your initial masses, and now we are going to do final masses and final colors. This is also about 45-ish minutes after we initially put these in. So we're just seeing what happened after 45 minutes. Honestly, if we went for like a couple hours, a couple days, this would be different. But also the problem is iodine fades when it comes in contact with light. After a couple hours. So we wanted to do this kind of quickly. So we'll even be observing any minute changes as well. So if I go over to my, turn it on, and we're going to remove our cells from their solutions first because they need to be dried off, because any excess water is actually going to cause them to weigh more than they actually do. And that's not fair to our measurements then, because we don't actually get to, correctly see what happened. So first of all, I would like you to observe the color of the first the first cup that has the NaCl solution, so the salt solution one. You're going to tell me your color observations, right? So you can still see some of the starch because starch actually settles out of the liquid. So when I move it around again, you can see that it's white. But then if you keep moving it, you see that it all actually eventually turns this blackish blue in color. Okay, so that should tell you a little bit about what is moving. If you look at the cup solution that it was in, the cup solution still looks like it originally was. So you already know it originally was 1 molar NaCl plus iodine. So does it look like any starch went into it? So does it look like the starch left the cell? If yes, tell me. If not, tell me. Okay, based on the color inside of here, what does it look like? What solute looks like it went into the cell? Was it the NaCl or was it the iodine? Okay, so that's kind of what you're talking about when you want to talk about the color observations. Now this one's pretty dry, so I'm going to go ahead and tare. Make sure it's at 0, and then we're going to add this in. So our final mass is 10. We'll round that up to 10.4. That means we are going over to here, and our final mass has decreased a little bit to 10.40 grams. Now we're going to do our observations on the same things with the other cup. Okay, so that means I'm taking this one and putting the NaCl solution cell away. And now I want to go ahead and grab out the pure water one. And so we're going to take some initial observations again of the color. Right, you see, we knew that starch was inside initially, and you can see there's a clump of starch right here. And as I mix it, the white of the starch actually all slowly becomes what color? Right, that's your color observation. Now, after your color observation, you got to think about, right, this original solution of water plus iodine is still the exact same color as water plus iodine, pure water, right? So, did anything leave the cell? Right, these are the questions you're thinking about. Did anything enter the cell? If so, what left the cell? What entered the cell? You tell me. Okay, it's pretty dry now, so we're going to want to tear the cup again. And we're going to weigh this. And our final mass is 12.57. Means we are going to be 12.57 grams. So now you're going to be calculating percent change in mass using this formula up here. So percent change in mass equals final minus initial divided by initial and then times 100. So you should be able to see the percent change in mass. And don't forget the percent sign behind, okay? Afterwards, you are going to go ahead and remember, write your conclusions. You should have 4 paragraphs total, right? You have one of these and one of these for each cup. So you should have a diffusion and an osmosis paragraph for each cup, right? If you need to, you can reread through here and pause. And then don't forget that your Chapter 5 Summary Learn Smart are due on Friday, your cell drawings are due on Friday, and your diffusion procedure for this lab report is going to be due today.